Hi, I thought I would take you through a little gallery, kind of the evolution of my business, which is Vision Art Designs. It is Collage with a Cause. And let's see, this is the very first one I ever made. And it went to my friend Ina. And looking at it now, I mean, she loves it. Bless her heart, like they like to say. But it looks pretty crude to me. I mean, it come a long way. Okay, this one I sent to my friend Sandy for her birthday. This was for Ina's 40th birthday, so this was her number 2. This was for Erin's cousin Ingrid and her cousin Hannah. This one I made for myself. This one I made to travel, and then I won a trip on Live with Regis and Kelly. This one I made for my friends Scott and Sheila. This one I made just for fun. This one I made because everything I was making was kind of, it wasn't kind, it was very girly, so I guess I had more of a man in mind when I made this one. This one I gave to the Center Against Sexual and Domestic Abuse. I put it in a frame. This one I made for my daughter's 13th birthday. She's going to be 16 here in a couple weeks, so she was thrilled to get this from me. Not. This one I gave to a Great Clips, one of the ladies I knew there who used to cut my hair. I just gave it to them so they had something inspiring to look at during the day. Let's see, this one I gave to Marianne. This one went to Erin's auntie Terry. This one went to Ina's mother, Nancy. This one went to Erin's Uncle Phil, who is married to Terry, and their children are Hannah and Ingrid. So the whole Monson family has one. This I gave to a place called the Spiritual Deli. This one went to the Clip Joint, and this lady surprised me with a big hug. I made this one for Monica, who is a dear, dear friend. This one I made to manifest Mr. Right. Not quite my time yet. I made this one for one of my best friends, Amy, is her goddaughter, Star. And this is just the beginning of what Star has gotten. And this one was for said friend, Amy. This one, my friend Ina, her friend was opening a new salon called Blondie's in Superior. So I got the download from Ina about what the decor was there, and I made this for her, and I just gave it to her. This one was for my friend Linny. My friend that I mentioned earlier, Peggy, the one that just passed away in February. That's who I'm doing the pledges for pound for the Circle of Hope. Anyhow, this one was for her daughter Cassie. And this one was for her daughter Ashley. And this was one for Peggy's camper, because the other one went in her house and she wanted one for the camper, so I made her another one. Somebody I went to high school with, one of my best friends, Denise. She got this from me. This one I sent to an ex-boyfriend, Jimmy, who actually had lost his wife just like a year before, and they had 2 boys, and so this whole thing was made to just help him through that whole time. This one I got a little ballsy and sent to Harpo Studios. And this one I made for Bonnie Hunt. Remember the Bonnie Hunt show? I liked her show. Anyhow, I sent this to her and she tweeted me and said how much she liked it, and that was a big thrill. This one I made for the Northern Lights Foundation, and they help kids, families who are going through life-threatening illnesses. This one I made for Safe Haven, which is a local women's shelter. Okay, this one I made for myself for my birthday. It's hanging in my living room right now. This is also a Mr. Right. Again, not my time, I guess. This one I made for someone's birthday. This one I really, really like because I made it for one of my best friends, Jenna. And the reason I like it so much is because that really looks like her sitting there. And she was very specific on everything that she wanted, so it was really fun to make it for her. And when I gave it to her, she burst into tears. And yeah. And when she ordered, well, she didn't order it, I made it for her, but I surprised her one for her little daughter, Chloe. This one I made for Bethel Lutheran Church, and it still hangs in their basement. This one I made for Kaylee, and she's a special needs adult who is living in a group home now on her own, very independent and very happy to be doing that, and this was just for her. Ty Pennington, does that look familiar? See, you guys picked, when you were on Extreme Home Makeover, you guys picked a Superior family. That's the town that I live in, the Huber family, and I made this for the Huber family and gave it to one of the producers, but they never got it, so I don't know what happened to it. This is what it looks like. You know what I thought is Ty liked it so much that he just kept it. That's what I like to think. This one I made for a really posh salon in town. This was Peggy's daughter again when she got married. This was my gift. This is another one for Marianne. She was a big supporter. The first person who ever commissioned a piece for me, and she insisted that I come up with a price. So I did. She really helped me out. Hey, this is another one for Sandy for her 41st birthday. And this is the one that Marianne commissioned for a restaurant in town called Sclavi's. This one I made for Dave Hillala. I'm working with him on the Smoocher. So get ready to hear something about that. It's a lip plumper slash lip vibrator. Yeah, we'll get into that. This one I made for, remember I was at Art in the Alley. I didn't even know Tammy. I just came in there. I asked for a card. I went home and I made this and I took it back to her. And then it was like a week later that I got laid off. So that was all kind of strange. This one went to Dave's sister, Wendy. This one I sold to my insurance agent, smart lady. Her name's Lori Severson, American Family. But you get the idea. I made all of these while I still worked at Lakeville Motor Express, where I worked for 10 years. And that's why I had footage up there from Carl and Ina. But I made all of these because there was a joy inside of me that I could never explain to you. As soon as I made my first one and I saw the look on her face and how much it helped her, I was addicted to that, and I mean, this gallery could have went on and on, but all of those I made for free. They were framed. I gave them away, and it made me very happy. So when I was laid off from there in 2009, I knew exactly what I wanted to do, and I just took it from there.